The Federal Reserve has adopted efforts that have never been done before in order to mitigate the financial harm caused by the unprecedented national lockdown in the United States. These steps include flooding the economy with dollars and investing directly in the economy. Even many people who were skeptical of this accepted most of these initiatives begrudgingly because they believed that the stimulus was necessary and that the Federal Reserve was the only institution that could provide it. Welcome to Crypto News. Today we are going to talk about Fednow and Fedcoin. Stay with us until the end of the video to learn more. Like and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button to get notified of all the latest updates. Let's jump to the topic. The Federal Reserve is on schedule to deploy an instant payment service known as Fednow between May and July of 2023. This is the central bank's clearest timeframe yet for a new system that would enable the settlement of payments made in the United States in a matter of seconds. Additionally, the Fednow service may obviate the requirement for the establishment of a CBDC, which is an abbreviation for central bank digital currency. The Fednow service will transform the way that everyday payments are made throughout the economy, Fed Vice Chair Lael Brainard said in a speech on Monday. The Fednow service will bring substantial gains to households and businesses through the ability to send instant payments at any time on any day, and the funds being immediately available to recipients to make other payments or manage cash flow efficiently, Brainard added. The Federal Reserve has been conducting tests of the system with a select group of banks and other institutions. However, Brainard has issued a call to all financial institutions, service providers, and software companies to immediately adopt the Fednow service in order to ensure that the system will operate without hiccups when it is fully implemented in the spring of 2019. In his presentation, Brainard stated that the time is now for all major stakeholders to invest the resources necessary to facilitate fast payments. A central bank digital currency may offer some of the same benefits as Fednow, which will enable consumers and companies to transmit payments instantaneously. Fednow, according to Federal Reserve Governor Michelle Bowman, may provide many of the same benefits as a digital currency issued by the Federal Reserve. Senior administration officials have also pointed to the Fednow service as an alternative to a CBDC. The Federal Reserve has published a research on a CBDC, but there has been no conclusion about whether or not the United States should implement one. Following the launch of the Fednow system, officials are currently considering the requirements that a CBDC would be expected to meet. Cowen analyst Jarrett Seiberg expressed his belief that the economic case for a stablecoin-based consumer payment system is rendered moot by the introduction of Fednow. According to Seiberg, Fednow eliminates the need to convert into and out of tokens, hence eliminating the necessity for the cost reduction and settlement speed that stablecoin payments give. Fednow might then restrict the rise of these tokens, which may help resolve policy concerns about stablecoins, says the article. In order to roll out the Fednow system, the back-office operations would need to be upgraded, accounting procedures would need to be evaluated to support a 7-day work week, liquidity providers would need to be arranged, and new customer-facing technologies would need to be put in place. The Federal Reserve believes that making funds immediately available will help Americans who live paycheck to paycheck or small businesses that have cash flow constraints by preventing late payment fees or freeing up working capital for small businesses so that they can finance growth. Both of these scenarios involve cash flow constraints. Because customers won't have to wait for their checks to clear, analysts believe that Fednow might help reduce the demand for payday loans. It is possible that companies may benefit from being able to pay their suppliers more promptly, and they may also welcome the opportunity to take payments from customers in a manner that is both less expensive and more reliable. With the use of the Fednow system, the federal government would be able to expedite the delivery of emergency aid payments to the American people, sparing them the ordeal of waiting for their checks as they did during the epidemic. Additionally, financial regulators prefer speedier payments since this lowers the overall risk to the financial system. During the recent global financial crisis, there was widespread concern that the global financial system may collapse due to a lack of confidence among financial institutions that intraday credit obligations would be met. Central banks all around the world are now arguing how best to manage digital financial technology and the distributed ledger systems utilized by Bitcoin, which offers near instantaneous payment at a cost that may be quite low. According to Brainard, the Federal Reserve is currently in the process of developing its very own round-the-clock real-time payments and settlement service, and it is also in the process of reviewing the 200 comment letters that were submitted toward the end of last year regarding the proposed service's design and scope. She went on to say that in addition to this, the Fed is doing research and experimentation relating to distributed ledger technologies and their potential use case for digital currencies, including the possibility for a CBDC, central bank digital currency. According to the findings of a recent international research, dozens of other central banks across the world are also working on similar projects, and China is forging forward with plans to create a digital coin. When Brainerd spoke at a conference in San Francisco a little over 1.5 years ago, he stated that there is no compelling demonstrable demand for such a coin. But that was before people had a good idea of how far Facebook wanted to go with its digital currency aspirations. Fed officials, including Brainerd, have voiced their worries over consumer safeguards as well as data and privacy dangers that may be posed by a currency that could potentially be used by the 1/3 of the world's population that possesses a Facebook account. At the conference that took place on Wednesday, Brainerd stated that the Facebook Libra initiative imparted urgency to the discussion around digital currencies. We are partnering with other central banks as we develop our understanding of central bank digital currencies, she added. We are advancing our understanding of central bank digital currencies. According to Brainerd, the fact that a growing number of nations are considering the introduction of their own digital currencies contributes to a set of reasons to also be making sure that we are that frontier of both research and policy development. Issues that need to be studied in the United States include whether or not a digital currency would make the payment system safer or simpler and whether or not it could pose risks to the financial stability of the country, such as the possibility of bank runs if money can be converted with a single swipe into the digital currency issued by the central bank. Other concerns include the security of users' privacy and assets against fraud, as well as the question of whether or not the coin would be deemed legal money. If you made it to the end of this video and are interested in knowing more, let us know which part of the video you liked the most in the comments section below. We will appreciate your comment and work to make a video on your desired topic with an account shout out. Please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to be notified of our next video. Thanks for watching.